countdown to the last test for Scotland this November. Finn Russell at inside centre. Again, those changes against such an attacking side, but needs must sometimes. And Scotland, for all their attacking flair, Argentina backing off. It's still a maul, says Paul Williams. An advantage to Scotland. Goes a bit wrong for Argentina there. And Scotland with the very early penalty, and Brian Moore and Chris Patterson alongside today. Gilchrist gives it on to Adam Hastings. And again, gives it to Brown just as he's taken, but Scotland had the advantage, and now they have the penalty. And the man penalised was Santiago Medrano, and Scotland getting involved afterwards, and Maroney is rather on his own there. And the troops arrive.
Where we go?
Well,
no decision here.
I'm pretty sure they'll attempt to 3 points, I think, Andrew. Goal.
So Laidlaw does as Laidlaw is wont to do, and Scotland have the 3 points reward for their very bright opening 3 minutes, and they lead at Murrayfield. Once more an opportunity, and here is Ramiro Majano, one of the smallest men on the field, and he says that he's being held back as Hastings takes it on the drop. Good tackle coming in from Matera, and Scotland trying to get it back, but Hastings has to work hard to set it back now. Did well in the end, but penalty to Argentina.
Well, Creevy's in there and does an amazing job, doesn't it? He's a very good player, Creevy.
10 blue, playing it on the floor.
By no means slouch, he's better under Mario Ledesma, and now Sanchez again. So the first points for Argentina, finally, one kick from 3, and all square on the scoreboard, but Argentina certainly with far more of this game. And then Johnny Gray.
No!
Hands come over from Argentina, and Scotland have the penalty advantage, and Gilchrist, free attack for Scotland. So Hastings gliding his way through now and looking for men outside. Hastings rather on his own into the 22, sets it back now for Fraser Brown. Ritchie feeds out to Bergen. As the referee still playing a long advantage, penalty advantage for Scotland. Johnny Gray. And Gilchrist and Hastings onto Ritchie. Sanchez got him, and Creevy over the top. New advantage, says the referee. So penalty there as Creevy came over trying to steal. Never one to test Laidlaw that one. So Scotland lead, 8 minutes to go in the first half, and you would say against the run of play, Scotland in front, but taking their chances when offered.
Advantage over now.
Back it comes to Sanchez, and a little deft chip this time, but taken by Hugh Jones just as Matias Orlando came through, and penalty to Argentina.
Sealed straight off. Straight off. Off.
And although the surface will be slightly wet, these are no more difficult conditions than in previous games, so I would expect Scotland should be able to temper the game with a bit more width.
Hamish Watson out to Hogg now. Can't quite free himself and looks for the offload, goes backwards. Laidlaw has it, and on through Nell and Gray, and here is Ryan Wilson, and a bit of space now for Adam Hastings. Hastings sees support outside, wanders that way. Now Scotland in the front foot. Russell outside to Ritchie. Ritchie barges his way up to the 22. First sign of life from Scotland. Fraser Brown.
Advantage.
And advantage to Scotland. The penalty is coming, but the crowd is lifted for once.
Have the advantage.
Laidlaw.
Advantage.
Hugh Jones always taken round the neck, and that might be bad for Bruni.
No. There you go.
Obviously the right decision.
Yeah, it's Creevy with the tackle and Jones, but again, probably the right
Just
decision, just a penalty.
I think so.
And again, the difference is that Laidlaw takes those opportunities for Scotland when Argentina have failed. 3 times they've missed kicks, and Laidlaw unerring. 9-6 Scotland lead. Ryan Wilson. Out it goes to Nell. Tries to barge his way past Orlando. Argentina's defence strong enough at the moment. Johnny Gray. Switch of play now, and Hogg, and an opportunity for Scotland, and it's Maitland, and there is the try! Finally it comes, and there will be no tryless game for Scotland today. 15 minutes to go, and the first try puts Scotland further clear.
Well, it's finished with Sean Maitland, but it's a brilliant piece of scanning and decision-making from Stuart Hogg. He notices that the left-hand side of the ruck is bare from Argentina. Just watch him at the top of the screen. He scans, he calls into Greg Laidlaw when it comes back down there. There he is, he has a look, he screams, and he knows there's only one defender. It's Majano. Sean Maitland keeps us with it. It's a brilliant piece of decision-making and scanning from Stuart Hogg. Usually he scores, at times he's setting up as a provider, and Sean Maitland gets another try. I think it's 5th in a row here on his home soil. That's what we're looking for, the breakthrough this afternoon.
What a kick. If it has the legs, not quite, just died. Well, he's not often beaten by a place kick, but that was just beyond him with a distance from out there. But Maitland's try, and Scotland 8 points in front.
There's Greg Laidlaw's reaction to the call. He just hears it last minute, pivots, hits Hogg, who sets Maitland free.
Solid enough scrum at the moment, but no, penalty to Argentina.
You have to go either for a scrum now, don't you?
I think so. Yeah, I think so.
Must be a scrum.
Not only because actually you've got both sides to attack.
So, well, they're going to take a shot. They know they need this and then a try, so
this makes no sense to me.
Because right here, under the posts with a scrum, you need a converted try and then more, so take your best chance of the converted try. But it's Sanchez. And Argentina whittle away at the lead.
But not only that, what time in the game have they got into that position?
Well, that's the thing.
To be a try scored. If they were victory creating chances, you could understand that point.
Both sides.
An exercise in defence for Scotland. And then the spill, and the loose ball will be an end to things now, and Scotland will have victory. Hard fought, they have just about survived here. They've scored the only try, and they do end their autumn with a victory. So often their play in the past has been beautiful. Today was not pretty, but it is a victory for Townsend's men.
Well, it was all about defence for Scotland. There's a try scorer, Sean Maitland. They worked really hard in defence, didn't have a lot of possession.